We are talking with Nick Kalikas, professional MMA oddsmaker and consultant for DSI Sportsbook, and Miguel Iturrate from BoxingChannel.tv and MMA Oddsbreaker, previewing UFC 148. Now let's just get to the last two fights on the main card. McKenzie and Mendes and Menjivar Easton. Let's start with Mendes, minus 450. He should be this big of, he should be a huge favorite, obviously. Should he be this big of a favorite? I don't know. Miguel, what do you think? Would you bet either side here?
No, I would stay away from this fight. Mendes is a winner, throughout his whole career, throughout his career as a wrestler. He's always come close, and I think he's going to be highly motivated as well coming back from this fight. He wanted a rematch or a title fight again, and he's going to have to work for it. The UFC is going to make him work for it, and this is the start of it. And I think the kid's got the total package, the mindset, the athleticism, a good team around him and stuff, and I think this is his fight to win. It's just the line is huge, so I'd be looking for ways to bet the underdog, but I just don't find any way, any real good reason to bet Cody.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Nick, where'd you open this line, and have you gotten a lot of action?
Well, it's 450, 300 is the opener, and it's going to stay around that spot because you have to open Mendes. I think he's the second best featherweight in the world, behind Jose Aldo, obviously, and he'll climb back up and probably get another title shot eventually. If it's with Aldo or somebody else at that point, we don't know, but he's definitely a talented guy. He's going to have, no question, the wrestling advantage here, so he should be able to dictate whether the fight stays on the floor or stays up on the feet. But McKenzie's always dangerous. He's going to have a huge reach advantage, and he's so wild and aggressive on the feet. And we do see him improving. I mean, I said it last fight. I opened him the favorite in the public, just disrespected the heck out of him, flipped my line the other way, and he ended up choking out that guy. So, I mean, he's a dangerous guy. Mendes doesn't have much of a neck for him to catch and choke, though. That's another thing. I mean, the way his body stature is, just a little short, stocky, muscle-bound dude. That's it. So it's going to be hard for, I think, McKenzie to catch him, period. Obviously not just because he's got no neck, but I think Mendes is just that smart, and he can avoid, again, a lot of the sub attempts from McKenzie. And Mendes is probably going to end up subbing him as the fight goes on, because I think McKenzie will probably fade again, and we see him hit round 2, round 3, and Mendes, it wouldn't surprise me if he catches his back or ground and pounds him out there. I don't see this fight going the distance. I think Mendes gets a stoppage.
I mean, do you think this is a lock, or let's say?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a lock. I mean, and we'll get some dog action back on McKenzie because his guillotine is that sick. I mean, on the floor he's dangerous, and I wouldn't lay the juice against him. That kind of juice against McKenzie, no way. I mean, because he could get, we've seen it before, fluky, lucky, and catch him, and that's it. I mean, even though Mendes is the better fighter, everybody has his day, so 450, stay away from him unless you parlay.
And then we have Menjivar and Easton, competitive fight, competitive line. Miguel, what's your take on this fight?
I'm an Ivan Menjivar fan, and
me too.
I think he's a guy who's been around a long time. He's got a real good skill package. He's been in with the best in the world, even up to at 170 pounds. I think coming down to this weight class, he's going to establish himself as one of the better guys out there. I mean, I like Easton. I think Easton's a great little fighter as well. But my heart, I'm going to bet this one with my heart and bet Ivan.
I don't know, though, if he has value at just plus 100. Nick, where'd you open this line?
Exactly where it is, and I think it's a pick'em fight. Really, it should be almost a pick'em exactly. I opened a little bit more towards Easton because I believe that's where the public is going to more lean towards. I think Easton has a little bit more hype coming into this fight. We've seen in his last fight against Papazian, a lot of people were surprised. He was a huge favorite, and that was a competitive fight. And that's due to the way they matched up. The Papazian was a pretty good matchup for Easton. I think this is going to be another one of those matchups, though. I mean, so on paper, it should be a great fight. Even though they're both 5'6", I believe Easton's going to enjoy like 5-6 inches of reach. At least on the feet, though, there as well. But I think Menjivar is the better all-around MMA guy. So I think he's got a legit shot to win. But this is another one of these things. I've said it on numerous shows, and I'm going to say it again here. I think in this division, the bantamweight division, you have to be very cautious. We've seen the state of MMA judging. It's awful. I mean, and this is the kind of fight that's probably going to hit the scorecards, right? Because I don't see either guy catching each other. So if it does go to decision, you got to be cautious. I mean, who knows how the judges are going to score this thing? So I do think there is an advantage if you see the line creeping up to Easton, maybe 1.5, maybe even closer to 200. I doubt it gets to that point because Menjivar gets a lot of respect, and as he should. But I think if you give Menjivar decent plus money or find a decent prop, maybe he's the way to go. But other than that, it's going to be so competitive, and on the judges' cards, stay away from it.
I tend to agree with you. All right, great previews, guys, and I will just leave you with this. My official pick for this card is a 3-person parlay. Anderson Silva, minus 260. Cote, minus 260. And Chad Mendes, minus 450. I'm not exactly sure what that pays, but I think that's a winner. What do you think, Nick?
I love it, actually. I think it sounds great.
Miguel Iturrate, what do you think of that parlay?
Yeah, I think that's intelligent betting.
All right, great. Thanks so much once again, Miguel Iturrate from BoxingChannel.tv and MMAOddsbreaker.com, and Nick Kalikas from BetDSI. Thanks, guys.